It's Week 11 of the National Football League.
And we'll see Mike Gesicki.
He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Bengals and the Chargers, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams in this one going in the right direction. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen. Greg, both these squads come in off winning streaks. Something's going to have to give, but you love having that momentum coming into a game like this.
And absolutely right, Mike. And on top of it, if you're the home team today playing in front of your home crowd, not only are you coming off this win streak and bringing this momentum into another home game, but you get the energy, you get the excitement of your crowd who's also riding this wave of winning football. But on the other sideline, you've got a hungry, hot road team that's looking in saying, all right, if you don't take us serious today, we're going to try to extend our winning streak of our own and get back onto this plane and go home with another win under our belt.
Now an opening past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Bengals offense comes out led by their quarterback, Joe Burrow. Can they keep him healthy? Because when he's good, he's so good. Won the Heisman during his days at LSU. Took this team to the Super Bowl. Now, Greg, year 5 for Burrow with the Bengals.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically. They got the win. He can continue to play that style of ball. It's going to be a tough group to match up with. This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense, and boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
Now a second down throw for Burrow. Back to the former Patriot and Dolphin Mike Gesicki. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
These two in rhythm, 12 more yards and a first down.
Here we go.
Burrow now. Right side, and Higgins has the catch.
Let's add that to the list of great throws we've seen out of this quarterback here in the first half. We thought he might be in line to have a good game, especially against this style of defense, but let's be honest, Mike, he's been more than just good. He's been sensational.
Gonna get that complete to Jamar Chase. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
This has been a solid opening drive, knocking on the door, first and goal. And he'll take it on in. Mike Gesicki, touchdown Cincinnati. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg, able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Next to score, Bengals 7, Chargers nothing.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here's Darius Davis to return it. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Chargers led out by Justin Herbert in his 5th season now, Greg, as the Charger QB, a guy we saw win the Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2020.
You think back to last week and what was really a pretty bland game. He didn't do a ton that was overly exciting, but his team was still able to come out with a win. I think that's really a testament to this roster that they have built. Yes, you're going to need your quarterback to play good ball as the season progresses, but in the meantime, they are good enough around him that as he continues to find his way, this is still a tough team to match up with.
18 yards, and a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Herbert to throw. This throw taken in by Hurst. With that, I want to give you a look here at the receiving numbers for him from the game a week ago. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll run it with Gus Edwards. And good hard running will get him down close to a first down. Might be a yard short. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. We'll try and run for the first down with Edwards. The defense all over that. Met him in the backfield, stopped in his tracks, and it sets up 4th down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. And as we move into the second half of the season, he continues to put up the big numbers. Currently the NFL's leader in passing as we play here in the month of November. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Working out of the gun, Burrow. Passing right side, and Chase has it. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's a Cincinnati first down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. This is caught at the 2. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and you got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Burrow here on 2nd down. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. That one is caught beyond the pylon. Trenton Irwin, touchdown Bengals.
Oftentimes you can tell the decision about whether or not a team is going to go for it on 4th down based on what they do on 3rd down, and I think they knew they had an extra down in their back pocket. Try on 3rd and goal to go through the air, and even if you fail, you still got one more shot at it, and it results in a touchdown.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Davis now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run to begin this drive. It's Edwards. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. 1 quarter in the books. 14-0 is our score. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Now Herbert on the bootleg. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. Bengals offense and Joe Burrow set to take over again. He's building a case for the MVP. He is the leader in the NFL in touchdown passes as we move into the back half of the season. On 1st and 10, Burrow. To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate. Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Second down, Burrow. You'll get that one complete. It's Drew Sample, the tight end. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
When you're running a crossing route versus man coverage, you understand that there's going to be nobody waiting for you on the far side of the field. So if you can create separation on your man defender and separate away, there's a lot of green grass, and that's where the quarterback went with the ball.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Back to throw, Burrow. To the left side, caught by Chase. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now, Burrow. Backs to his big tight end, Gesicki. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And he is close to the pylon, but they say he's not in. But he's got the next best thing. No touchdown, but a 1st down. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Gesicki, the man in motion. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Davis now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. If that's the way you want to run it on first down, a gain of 7. Second down and 3. They'll run the toss here with Edwards. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down. The tackle's made it about the 38-yard line.
5-yard gain on the play. And the Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll go back to Edwards on first down. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Taken down at the 41.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. Second and 7. Shotgun now for Herbert. There's Hurst downfield. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. First and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. On first and 10, here's Herbert. Now a screen set up for Edwards. They smelled the screen and took care of it. Blown up in the backfield.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the Bengals 20-yard line.
Herbert to the air again. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing is Herbert on third down. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up first and goal. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. It is brought in the end zone. Joshua Palmer. Touchdown, L.A. Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Chargers get back in it. It is 21-7. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. A first down throw for Burrow. That's to the right side and incomplete. We'll try again here. Second and 10. Burrow. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. Derwin James there defensively to break that one up. 2 completions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Burrow to throw. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That is brought in. And he will go all the way. Jermaine Burton. Touchdown, Bengals.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
McPherson now for the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Bengals add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. The clock showing 5 seconds remaining in this half as the kick's away. Davis now to return it. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Herbert. He'll try a long ball looking for Tony. He's got it! And he's going to be out of bounds. 0-0 up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll get started over at the Caesar Superdome in New Orleans, where you see the final score there. A.T. Perry, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, it's up to Highmark Stadium to check in on the Bills. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Patrick Mahomes killing it. 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home in Acrisure Stadium. And they couldn't get the job done as they fall to the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson getting the job done again as the win moves his guys to a terrific 9-2 on the year. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Davis now to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Chargers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Von Bell, the veteran safety, is there on the play.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now Herbert. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, it's Herbert. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
The Chargers get set to kick it away. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Bengals offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's Burrow. Taken in by Gesicki. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Oh, busted coverage, and Chase is wide open. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you could see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
On 1, ready? Here we go.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. They go play action for Burrow. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one. And third down coming up. Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. He'll let this go towards the end zone.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Throwing on first down is Herbert. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Now Herbert. He keeps it himself.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
Open man is Palmer. It's complete. He's inside the 30. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 74 yards. Touchdown, L.A. Kicker now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Chargers are able to edge a bit closer. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Charlie Jones now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense getting set to get back to work. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air, and with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Burrow now to throw on under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and third down. Coming up. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Checking it down, this one is caught. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Terrific day throwing the ball, and the numbers now show it over 300 yards passing in this one. Set to go now on 1st and 10. A carry here for Brown. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Gesicki, the man in motion. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Now, Burrow. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was third down. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. Burrow now. That's taken in, and he's not going to get away. They get him down right after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs. Herbert now on 1st down. That'll be taken in by Edwards. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. How about 25 yards to start the drive? 1st down. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, Herbert. Now a screen set up for Edwards. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now a handoff to Edwards. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Here's 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, here's Edwards. They try the same thing and a similar result. Back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. Here comes 4th down.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
There is his tight end, Disley. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run here with Edwards. Down to the 4. It'll be 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Again, it'll be Edwards. And he'll get about halfway there. That's a gain of 2, down to the 2. 2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Over the top, He's got it. Joshua Palmer. Touchdown, Los Angeles. That is 3 touchdowns in the game and 4 for the season. Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers are back to within 7. It's 28-21. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Jones now on the return. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Jamar Chase headed back out there along with the rest of his Bengal teammates. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Chargers 42-yard line.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
They'll run here with Brown. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short. Play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Play action now. It's Burrow. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
His kick is good. Makes the score Bengals 35, Chargers 21. Evan McPherson to kick off.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Davis now to return it. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Here comes 2nd down. Shotgun now for Herbert. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Logan Wilson.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
The Bengals offense and Jamar Chase getting set for their next possession. And right about now, they might be thinking, are we sure we want an off week next week? They're going to head into the bye with momentum as they try to polish this one off. On 1st and 10, Burrow. Now he takes off. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
Mike, this is an impressive run, especially considering the fact it was zone coverage. That's a lot of defenders with eyeballs in the backfield focused on the quarterback. So to be able to escape the pocket and pick up good yardage, really good play.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Brown. Not much to work with there. He'll get down to about the 22. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll find Brown out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down. Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their 2nd, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock.
Here we go.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Now, faking the give. He'll throw it left and has his running back. He brings it down to the 5-yard line, but now it is 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Joe Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Next to score, Bengals 42, Chargers 21.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Davis now to return it. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Chargers offense about ready to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. He connects with Disley. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And the Chargers 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. Got a man. Downfield, it's Tony. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Another Chargers 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Herbert. Quick throw here is complete. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's another Chargers 1st down. 1st and goal.
Herbert to the air again. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
They're in 4-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's 3rd and goal. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers are able to cut into the deficit. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
They go play action for Burrow. Now he'll run.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner, and that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. The numbers there tell the story. That last completion moves him over 400 yards passing for the game. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Burrow. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Here we go. One final play. He'll try a long ball looking for Tony. And that final throw here is intercepted. Picked off by DJ Turner. So this one in the win column for the Bengals. And this long winning streak showing no signs of slowing down. They put one more in the win column with yet another solid performance here. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.